Alright, so day 3, and there's the door. You can see Independence is already making his way out. And that door is just wide enough for them to get in and out. They'll have food and water in there so they won't have to compete. And then I'm not going to push them to come out. They'll come out when they're ready, and they'll always be able to run back in there and hide. So some more tips. You want to make sure there's plenty of food available for all your birds. That's another sure way to make sure that they don't end up hating on each other. When food gets low, the birds get stressed and worried about themselves. So I will keep this cage in here with that door open as long as need be. So once they start spending the majority of their time outside, I will take this cage out of here. But they're not going to come out of here and go straight into the flock. Once these 3 come out of here, they'll probably hang out with themselves. Hey, Independence, you are ugly. Your feathers look terrible. So, yeah, they'll probably hang out by themselves for quite a while until they get established into the actual flock. But it really is that simple. And anytime they run into trouble, they can always go back into a safe spot and have their own access to food. So we'll check back in a few days after these guys start coming out regularly. And Cato's going to be the first one to harass them today. Alright guys, so real short video today. For some other tips, you can see, for example, over here, I've got a little wood pile. And what I'll do is, I'll stack this up and make sure there's no snakes under here, because North Carolina is full of snakes. But what I'm going to do is have this pile kind of stacked up so that they can, if they're being chased, they can get up in here and hide. They all want to go outside to free range, but it's way too early for that. Oh, there's my snips on the ground. Kato! I don't think she realizes it's open all there. She goes down, she sees it. There you go. You can see she's already bullying. This is normal. As long as they're not drawing blood, and you can see she can't get in there. As long as they're not drawing blood, they are going to be pecking at each other. This is how the birds communicate their dominance. So, but you can see she can't get in there. She's too fat, too wide. So again, I'm not going to rush them to come out. It could take days before they even come outside at all. And the lower ones like Cato and Mac here will be probably the meanest, because they want to keep they now have a chance to be above others. So, but I can assure you, they'll be all right. If you check on them and you see there's blood, that's when there's a problem, but I've never experienced that. So, all right, I'll check back in with you once these guys have gotten used to coming out and come out more frequently. We'll do another video. Now, this kind of stuff you can expect, but they know it's safe in there. Alright guys, thanks for watching the whole video. You guys take care and stay safe. I just wanted to say as a side note as well, I kept this fencing right here is loose. This can be folded back over the door and closed. So you can do that at night if you were worried that predators are going to get into your area. I've only ever caught one snake inside of this chicken run, so I don't worry about it too much, but I will keep this closed at night until they're more familiar with coming out. That way there's no chance of anything creeping in here at night. And of course, again, I got the top covered, so they'll have plenty of shade. They can also hide in here pretty well up against the edge of the coop. See, it's right up butted against the coop, so they can get way up in there and are totally safe. Yeah, so they've got their roof on there so the other birds can't shit on them. You can see how shitty they'd be covered already by now. Yes, they have spilled a lot of food, I see. But again, they have their own food and water in here that I am slowly transferring over to the feed that they will get when they are totally out of here. So they have everything they need, a hiding spot, they got their own food, their own water, cover from the heat and rain, and protection from the other birds of the flock until they slowly start coming out. They're going to get picked on, like I said, quite a bit, but they will be all right. Believe me, this is just chicken society. Every chicken that comes into a flock has to deal with this type of thing. So they will be all right, I promise you. Again, if you see any blood or injuries on them, that's when there's a problem.